Hi, I'm Greg Patent, and welcome to my kitchen. Today's video accompanies my column, Yes You Can Cook, and we're going to be making homemade salad dressings, which will save you about 50% of the cost of the bottled dressings. And I'm going to start off with ranch dressing, which turns out to be the most popular salad dressing in the States. And you can buy bottles of ranch dressing in stores for about $4 a bottle, but I will show you how to make your own ranch dressing for about half that cost. And I'm going to begin with this head of garlic, which I will smash and break it up into individual cloves. And then I'll take my knife, and I want to show you also that you can get one of these little small gadgets that keeps a knife sharp. Just do a few swipes like that and you're good to go. Smash down on the clove of garlic and then peel off the skin. And then sometimes that little stem end you're going to want to get rid of, so just cut that off. And then cut this up into slices. And then give this a chop, a very rough chop, making sure you keep your fingers out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a half teaspoon of salt, and we're going to turn this garlic and salt into a paste. Now, what bottled ranch dressings do is they use dried garlic or dried garlic salt. And that's definitely a convenience, and if you prefer to do that, that's okay. If you're going to do that, you would use about a half teaspoon of garlic salt in the recipe instead of 1 clove of garlic and the half teaspoon of salt. And then you mash that up. Hear that squeaky sound? Turning this into a paste. And you're going to scrape this paste into a bowl. And that's going to be our garlic flavoring for the ranch dressing. And then we're going to take part of an onion here, and I'm going to make little slices in it, close together. I want this onion to be finely chopped, so just watch and see how I'm making these maybe 1/8 inch slices all the way down through the onion. And then take your knife and then make horizontal cuts, maybe at 2 or 3 points on the onion, and then just take your knife and just go down like this. See that? And now what you have is finely chopped onion. So we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onion to the bowl. And again, the ranch dressing that you buy will have dried onion in it, and so the fresh onion is going to give you a lot better flavor. And then you add 1 cup of mayonnaise. This is just regular store-bought mayonnaise. Now if you want this to be a little less fatty, then you can use a low-fat mayonnaise. And then this is a 1 cup measure of buttermilk. And then I'm just going to take a little whisk. You should always have a whisk in your kitchen. It's one of the best tools for mixing things very thoroughly. So just whisk this around. And then we're going to add some fresh herbs. And I have here some chives, members of the onion family, and also here some flat leaf Italian parsley. I want you to take a look at this parsley, what I mean by flat leaf. It's not curly, it's flat. And it has a heck of a lot more flavor than the curly type. And what I find is I can find the flat leaf parsley in just about any market in this area. So just give it a rough chop. You'll need about 1 tablespoon of each, but I'm chopping a lot because I'm going to use it again a little bit later. And here are the chives. They have a wonderful mild onion flavor and a wonderful mild aroma. I'm just going straight down with my knife, kind of cut into small pieces. Okay. Now I'm going to just transfer all of this to a little bowl here. I'm going to mix it around. And then I'm going to take a tablespoon measure and add 2 tablespoons of this mixture. And then add a few grindings of black pepper. And there is your homemade ranch dressing. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to taste it. So ranch dressing is thick, so don't use it on leaf lettuce. You're going to need something hearty like romaine or iceberg lettuce. Make sure you taste it. And it tastes great. I don't need to readjust the seasoning, but if you did, make sure you taste it on a lettuce leaf, because you dip your finger into it. That's not how you eat salad. You have to taste it with the actual lettuce. Okay? So that's ranch dressing. And the next thing I'm going to do is what we call Italian dressing. There's no such thing as Italian dressing in Italy. What it is it's a vinegar and oil dressing. And this one is so easy. I'm just starting off with a 1-quart jar. And I'm putting in 2 cloves of chopped garlic, 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and that's that nice strong French mustard, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1/3 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. And here is balsamic vinegar. You can find that in any supermarket. And then we'll add 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then a few grindings of pepper. I'm going to grind it into here first because the top is a little bit narrow. Okay, there, that's it. Put on your screw cap. Hope it doesn't leak. And then shake. For a good 30 seconds. Okay, and then I will take some of this dressing, I'll pour it into this little cup here. And then I'll move this salad over. And here it says I have some torn, this is leaf lettuce. It's very tender and it's very soft. It's not the same as romaine or iceberg. You just dip it in there and taste it. Again, really, really yummy. If you needed to adjust, you could do it right here in the jar. And then you set that aside. All these dressings you can keep in your refrigerator for at least a week. So here's the salad. Okay, and this is just leaf lettuce. And this is the way you toss. One of the things about salad dressings, it's very easy to get too much salad dressing into a salad because you want everything to be coated evenly. So for this amount of salad, which is, I would say, enough for 3 or 4 people, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of dressing. And then you also want a big salad bowl. And you just keep tossing. Don't just give it 2 or 3 little quick movements. You want to keep tossing and tossing and tossing and tossing. And if you keep this up for, say, 30 seconds to a minute, you will see that all the leaves get evenly coated. And I can see that that's perfect right now. And then you can add things like, sliced cucumber, and you can add some cherry tomatoes. And then you can also add some of these herbs that we chopped up. And there you are. Here is your balsamic vinaigrette salad with leaf lettuce, cucumbers, and cherry tomatoes. And then you have your ranch dressing. And what could be easier?